All in all, a pretty good weekend to get things started. Just a little bit of your takeaways as you wrapped up that first series.
Well, it's always good to get playing. You never know how the first games are going to go, being locked up inside with the weather. But my guys competed really hard, which is good. We could have walked away, maybe winning the series. We kind of left that one on the table Saturday. Garden City took advantage of what we did and made mistakes on. That's what good teams do. So, when the situation we were in, getting a split with a team like that on Sunday, we'll take it. We'll move on and hopefully get better.
So good news about the way the guys came back. They maybe let one get away on Saturday, but came back strong Sunday.
Yeah, it's weird because, we get in the vans and, everybody's upset. Nobody likes to lose any time of year. It doesn't matter if it's early or late, fall, whatever. And I told him, I said, I think we're in good shape. I said the guys in our van were, at least our van, and we're more upset than the coaches, and that's a good sign. These guys put a lot into it. Coach puts a lot into it, so they take it very seriously, and they understand what's important moving forward.
Let's kind of do the good, the bad, and the ugly here. What was good coming out of the weekend?
Ask him the good? The good is the way we competed and the way we bounced back. I felt like we were in the game pretty much every game that we played. We played a good opponent that's well coached, got a good program. They do a great job. And so it's good for us to play those games. Their pitchers threw strikes and made us beat them. So that's the good, that we kept competing. And I'm going to leave it at the good. I'm going to let Coach talk about the bad because I try to stay positive with this situation.
Man, the bad as far as the weekend goes, I don't really add too much in terms of that. I thought the big thing was, on the pitching side of it, when we did miss out of the zone, we missed big. We didn't miss small. Didn't get enough, what we call competitive pitches to make hitters chase. And so sometimes, especially day one, we put ourselves behind a little bit in counts. And as the weekend went, day two, we were much better at that. We still had some walks and things like that, that kind of cost us offensively. Day one, we were pretty passive at the plate. Day two, we really came out, I thought, and swung the bats a lot better. So we kind of learned from that as well. So for me, not too much on the bad side of things. I was actually pretty pleased with the result, and we don't talk about results a whole lot, but to get, like Coach said, to get the result that we got after putting ourselves in a 2-0 hole day one, to come back and get the final two against a good program, good team, that was a big step for our program, especially going into the season. So we're looking forward to it, and then today we had a really good day of practice, so I'm excited about that as well.
I know you guys usually don't like singling players out, but you did have a few guys that kind of really did nice at the plate. And then that pitching, it seemed like on Sunday, if you look at the box score, the pitching seemed to be pretty solid. Is that kind of the way that shook out?
Yeah, Sunday I thought we threw the ball better. Simon Gradeville came in, first college outing. Zach, everybody's on pitch count, so Zach came out and gave us a good start, competitive start. Got the 60 pitches. We threw Simon in the fire, and Simon won 10 games last summer. He led all the state in Nebraska in wins. He's going to throw strikes. He's going to compete. He really picked us up and put 0 after 0 on the board for 3 innings, allowed us to extend the lead. And then Ben Weber, you can't say enough about what he did. He was not going to be our Game 4 starter. Our center fielder was going to be our Game 4 starter. He had a broken finger, index finger, on his non-throwing hand, but we said, you're not going to go out there. So I told Ben right after Game 3 ended, hey, you're going to go. He went out there and he threw the baseball with conviction. He threw the baseball with some intent, and he said, let's go, and really gave us a lift. And on Game 4s, you get, 5 zeros out of your starter. You always take that because everybody's kind of toward the bottom of the barrel with their pitching. But I think the strength of our team is our pitchers. There's about 13, 14, 15 guys that can throw with a little conviction. So we tell them, look, until you build up your stamina, go out and air it out, and we'll put somebody else in if you get tired. That's the way it works, and that's kind of the strength of our team on the pitching side of it.
Yep. And I liked your Twitter account here this weekend. You're like 2 down, 54 to go. I mean, a good way to start, but what a road here you guys have got to come through here.
Yeah, I mean, we're on to next weekend. We're on to the next thing, and right now we have a game Monday that's added a game in. We had a mix-up in the schedule, and then we got a good Cloud County team that does the right things on Tuesday. They play hard, and they're going to be aggressive, so that's good for us. And that's conference season before you can snap your fingers. So we need to get out there. We need to get better. The point of this is to get better every day, and that's what we're trying to do.
Healthy still as we're getting started here. Unfortunately or fortunately, no injuries to talk about here.
We got a couple, but I really don't want to talk about them all that much because I don't know the exact extent of the injuries right now. We've had a couple guys out, but so far, pretty much so good.
Nothing catastrophic then, as far as you guys just keep on pushing on here.
Yeah. As far as until I don't think we'll know anything until further date, honestly.
Yeah.
When it comes to our hitters, I thought a lot of kids really grew from day one to day two, and obviously, swinging a wood bat. Garden City was good enough to want to do that with us. They play a lot of Region 9 opponents, so they're willing to do that in order to get a lot of games, especially early. But can't really say enough about how the day one to day two things worked. And for example, we played a lot of kids. We gave a lot of kids some opportunities, and that was a great thing. We had a lot of kids playing for the first time. A lot of kids that were coming off of a season, if they were somewhere else, that were coming into our philosophy, the way we do things, and they jumped right into the fire and got after it. With our guys that were returners, but. Overall, it's just a really, really good feeling to come off of a weekend like that, 2-2, when you start 0-2. And so, like I said, I'm ready to get back to practice. I thought we had a really good day today where we were actually, pretty sharp and stuff like that. The guys really like to play this year, and that's a really, really nice thing. You see it when they play with, intensity and stuff like that, energy in practice. There's a lot of that today, and maybe it's because we're out on our own field for the first time. But I'm looking forward to that continuing because it's really fun to be around this group of guys.